Police response to a massacre in Uvalde, Texas, is now being called an abject failure. Steven McCraw, he's director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, used those exact words at a state Senate hearing. He put the blame squarely on Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo. McCraw now says the shooting that killed 19 students and 2 teachers could have been stopped in just minutes. Think about that. He also said the classroom keys that Arredondo says he was waiting for weren't even necessary because the door probably was not even locked. Omar Villafranca is in Uvalde with more on this story. Omar, good morning to you. I know you attended a meeting where family members were there. I cannot imagine how furious they must be. The more you hear about this story, the worse it gets.
Good morning, Gayle. People were frustrated at last night's city council meeting. They wanted Pete Arredondo fired. Even the mayor was upset. He's saying the city has been kept in the dark when it comes to the investigation. He told me the last time he was briefed by troopers was May 25th. That's the day after the massacre. Bottom line, people here want answers and accountability.
He failed us. Do not make the same mistake he made and fail us too.
Pete Arredondo wasn't at the Uvalde City Council meeting on Tuesday, but he was its central focus.
These kids didn't choose to be in the line of fire. That's in your job description. Who are you protecting? Not my sister. The parents? No.
Anger towards the embattled school district police chief and councilman seemed to be in abundance.
The only thing stopping a hallway of dedicated officers from entering room 111 and 112 was the on-scene commander, who decided to place the lives of officers before the lives of children.
On Tuesday, Texas DPS Director Steven McCraw blasted Arredondo's actions, arguing that there were enough officers to neutralize the shooter at Robb Elementary within 3 minutes of his arrival inside the school.
The officers had weapons, the children had none. The officers had body armor, the children had none. The officers had training, the subject had none.
According to McGraw's latest timeline, the gunman entered the building at 11:33 a.m. Arredondo was among several officers to arrive and wait in the hallway at 11:36. Not until 12:11 p.m. did he request a master key to the classrooms where the gunman opened fire. Earlier this month, Arredondo told the Texas Tribune he tried dozens of keys, all of which failed to work, adding, quote, "Each time I tried a key, I was just praying." But McCraw said the door wasn't properly locked and simply needed to be opened. No one tried to do that, he said, and law enforcement didn't break into the classroom to kill the shooter until 12:50.
The on-scene commander waited for a radio and rifles. Then he waited for shields. Then he waited for SWAT. Lastly, he waited for a key that was never needed.
Of course, we still want more answers, and I'm sure we'll get them.
Javier Casares' daughter, 10-year-old Jacqueline, is one of the school children who died in the shooting. We spoke to him after last night's city council meeting.
What does justice look like to you?
Right now, I haven't seen any, I haven't seen that. It will come. It might not be tomorrow, or the next day, but it'll come.
Arredondo testified in a closed-door hearing in Austin yesterday, but take a look at this. Afterwards, he was surrounded by DPS troopers as reporters were just trying to ask him a few questions as he went into an elevator. Now, here in Uvalde, the city council says they just can't fire Arredondo, but councilors did vote to deny his leave of absence, which means he has to show up to city council meetings. If he misses 3 of them, they can replace him. That move right there got cheers from the crowd, but their patience is running out. Nate?
Omar, thank you.
That's certainly understandable. I quite frankly don't know how he keeps any job in that city, to be honest with you. And they did release some news yesterday that that school is now going to be torn down. Officials deciding no teacher, no student should ever enter that building again.
Yeah, they did that with Sandy Hook as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The more details you hear, the more pain and heartbreak you feel for those families.
Exactly.